Hey, how's it going, y'all? I'm in Brazil. That's right, for the first time ever, I am in Brazil. In fact, I've actually been here for just about the last 3 days or so. And I gotta admit, I've been having a great time, eating lots of good food, seeing some beautiful nature, and I have also been really liking Brazil's car culture as well. Overall, I've had a fantastic time in Brazil over the last couple days I've been here so far. But where exactly is here? Where in Brazil am I staying? Well, right now I am about, I would have to say, probably a quarter of the mile from the ocean on the island of Santa Catarina in southern Brazil, right near Florianopolis. And I gotta admit, this area is just absolutely gorgeous. The nature is beautiful, the ocean is absolutely gorgeous, and it's also just been really nice, really chill, and really chilly as well. The reason why this area in Brazil was chosen for this trip is quite simple. Because it's not warm. Yep, that's really as simple as it gets, in all honesty. Of course, Brazil is known as a place to go to with lots of beaches, lots of warm weather, but that's not the entirety of Brazil by any means. Brazil is a very large country after all, and the further you go south, the colder it gets, especially during the winter. And while in my local area back home in the United States right now, it is very much summer with 90 to 95 degree weather, right now in Florianopolis on Santa Catarina Island where I am, it's instead round about 65 degree weather Fahrenheit. It's been really nice. The weather here has been fantastic, I gotta admit. And it's been really nice to get away from the summer heat in my local area with my family, as I am on just a little bit of a family trip right now. Overall, as said, I've been having a fantastic time. And I am going to be here and I'm going to continue having a fantastic time for roughly the next 9 or 10 days. And during the next 9 or 10 days, I have a bunch of different things that I want to do. Of course, I want to walk around. I want to explore much more so than I've done so far. I want to see more cool cars than I've seen so far. And I've heard there's an aquarium on the island of Santa Catarina as well, so maybe I want to check that out too with my family. But there's more that I want to check out than just that, because Brazil has some unique alcohol and tobacco items that, of course, I want to check out as a professional cigarette smoker and alcohol drinker. As such, well, I've been doing a little bit of research about what I want to try. There's a type of Brazilian alcohol that is made with fermented sugarcane juice known as cachaça, I think is how it's pronounced. I might be wrong. I don't speak any Portuguese, I want to acknowledge. But I really want to try 1 or 2 or 3 varieties of cachaça while I'm here, and in just a couple minutes I'm going to go over 2 of the varieties that I've already bought but haven't tried yet. But there's also a type of Brazilian tobacco product that is very unique as well that I really want to give a go to. It's called a paeiro, and it's a type of cigarette that is, rather than being rolled with normal paper, instead rolled with corn husk. I think that's pretty cool. I've heard a lot about them over the years, and while I've been here over the last 3 days or so, I have run into a couple different little tobacconists and found some packs of paeiros. And so as such, I figured, hey, why not show y'all some of the varieties of cigarettes that I've bought so far while being here over the last couple days or so. I think I want to start off with the alcohol that I've bought over the last couple days though, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the cigarettes that I've bought here so far. So let's go ahead and start off with the alcohol. As said, I have a table right next to me right here, so let's go ahead and grab the first variety of alcohol, and it is the Cachaça 51, which from what what I've heard is one of, if not the most popular varieties of cachaca within the entirety of Brazil. Now, I don't think this stuff is meant to be drank straight, if I had to hazard a guess. I've heard that this is more so than not used as a mixer with different sodas, and I've heard that it is a good mixer for caprihinas as well, which is another thing that I do need to try. I haven't had a caprihina here the entire time I've been here so far. I need to try one. I need to try making one in specific, I do think, but this is a very notable, a very popular variety of cachaca that I am looking forward to drinking in the next few days or so. I'm looking forward to trying it and looking forward to seeing just how it is. This bottle right here cost me, I want to say, $14.99 in Brazilian reals, which I believe is around about $2.90 USD. For that price, I got 965 milliliters of liquor with an ABV of what? What is the ABV of this alcohol? I actually didn't look, I will acknowledge. 39%. It's 39% ABV. Not the strongest, not the weakest. Very excited to drink some of this straight coming up over the next couple days or so. But of course, this is not the only variety of alcohol that I have bought so far, as I also got myself a $1 500 milliliter bottle of Camel in Ho. Camel in Ho? This is a very small variety of cachaca from a brand known as Jamel, and I think they call this variety the Camel in Ho rather than the Jamel, which is what the big bottles were called. I'm not sure why they call the smaller bottle this and the bigger bottle a different name. In all honesty, I'm not exactly sure why, but there are two different names for the smaller and larger variety. But this stuff, I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh man, I think it was 4.89 Brazilian reals. And I was like, oh man, I got to pick it up. It's $1 USD for 500 milliliters of liquor. And it's got a camel on the front of it. I was like, I got to buy this. I got to check it out. I got to see how it is. And so as such, I'm going to be trying this variety sometime coming up in the future as well. Now, those are the two alcohols that I've bought here so far, but there is more Brazilian alcohol that I do want to try as well. Whiskey is not a super big thing that is produced within Brazil, but there are a couple different Brazilian whiskeys that are made. If I end up being able to find a variety of that, I do want to try some Brazilian whiskey if I possibly can. Seems like Scotch is really the most common, the most popular type of whiskey here, though I will acknowledge, been seeing a lot of Johnny Walker, I will admit. But that's just about everything I wanted to talk about when it comes to alcohol. Let's go ahead and talk about tobacco now. As said, over the last couple days, I have been looking for some Baieros, and I have bought more than a couple packs. I've actually bought, honestly, too many packs. But hey, better too many than too little. That's what I'm saying. Let's go over the normal cigarettes I've bought here so far. So I walked into a gas station and I got myself a pack of the Rothmans Red cigarettes, of course, from Brazil. We can see a little bit of a warning label down there, a graphic warning label on the side right here, and another warning label on the side of the pack right there. That is very much standardized sort of warning labels on Brazilian cigarettes, I will acknowledge. Now, Rothmans as a brand is not available in the United States. I've never tried a pack of Rothmans before, but this is a pack of Brazilian made and market Rothmans, from what I can tell, at least, made by British American Tobacco Brazil, previously known as, oh man, what was it Soita Cruz? I'll have to put the name right down there because I might be mispronouncing that or saying it wrong. Did a little bit of research into these and everything like that. Looking forward to trying these in the future, of course. And I really want to try a real Brazilian brand of origin as well. However, it seems over the last couple years or so, for the last 10 years or so, British American Tobacco, which owned a lot of the previously like Brazilian cigarette brands of origin, has actually been discontinuing them. There's a brand that used to be around called Hollywood that was an old Brazilian brand of cigarettes, not around anymore. It got discontinued in like 2020, I think it was. There's a couple other brands of similar ideas that have had similar things happen to them, but I think there's one brand called Derby that is still around, and I want to see if I can find a pack of Derby cigarettes and try those if I possibly can. Of course, though, that's not the only pack of normal cigarettes. The Rothmans are not the only pack of normal cigarettes that I've bought here so far. Of course, y'all know I had to get myself a pack of Brazilian market Marlboro Reds as well. Gotta try these, gotta see how they are in comparison to all of the other Marlboro Reds I've tried so far from across the world, and looking forward to seeing how these are and how they smoke and everything like that kind of thing. And those are the two normal cigarettes that I have bought during my time in Brazil so far. Let's go ahead and go over the Paeiros real quick. The corn husk rolled cigarettes. So I've been hearing a lot of different things about the Paeiro market in Brazil, and I don't think I'm quite in the right area for the most variety of Paeiros by any means, but I've still found some of them nonetheless. And one of the brands that I've heard a little bit about is Souza Pile. And so as such, when I saw this, I knew I had to pick it up. I've also got 2 packs of the Paulistinha Paeiro cigarettes as well. This is the classic variety, and then I've got the, I want to say this is the unfiltered traditional variety as well. I've also got a pack of the, what is this? This is the Porto Faria right here as well. Looking forward to giving these a go. And then I've also got a pack of the, oh man, half the name is covered up by a little bit of a label, so I can't quite say the name, but this is this pack right here as well. And then there's also another pack of the Paulistina cigarettes. Once again, this is a cherry-flavored Paeiro from what I've heard. Also got a pack of the Coyote Paeiro cigarettes, and this is a brand I think I've heard a lot about, so looking forward to giving these a go. And then I also found a pack of fruit-flavored pop capsule Paeiros as well. And these ones cost me 22.90 Brazilian real, or around about 20 bucks, or not 20 bucks USD, around about $4 USD, I think is the proper way of putting it. A little bit over $4 USD, I do think. And those are all of the Paeiros I have bought while in Brazil so far. If I find any more significant brands that I want to give a go to, I do think I will have to pick them up. There are actually 2 other packs of cigarettes that I completely forgot about. I have also found a pack of gift cigarettes. When buying these, it got a little bit confusing because I put into my translator, because I don't speak any Portuguese. I put into my translator and I was like, hey, can I get the pack of gift cigarettes over there? But I was also buying another pack of cigarettes as well at this tobacconist, and they ended up gift wrapping the other pack of cigarettes, which I'll show you guys in a minute, when I actually just wanted this pack of gift branded cigarettes. I think I should have been maybe a little bit more specific. So that is on me, I will acknowledge. But the translator definitely did not help with this name, I will acknowledge. But I appreciate them gift wrapping the next pack of cigarettes that I have to show y'all. But looking forward to trying these, looking forward to seeing how these are. I'm not sure what brand or what company makes these, but I think it's a Quality in Tobaccos. It looks like that's the producer of this pack right here. Looking forward to giving these a go. And the next pack that I have to show y'all, which was gift wrapped previously, is a pack of the Gudangaram Surya Professional cigarettes. Now, prior to coming to Brazil, I had heard that Indonesian clove cigarettes are pretty common here. And that is absolutely true. Like every gas station, convenience store I've walked into, just about every tobacconist I've walked into does indeed sell, in some way, shape, or form, an Indonesian Kretek clove cigarette. I've seen Dejarum Blacks, I've seen Sampornas, I've seen some of the LA Ice. cigarettes, and of course, I've seen the Gudingaram Suryas as well. So I figured, you know, I should probably buy a pack of these and give them a go and see how they are from the Brazilian market. And so as such, that's exactly what I did, and I'm looking forward to giving these a shot as well, because I am a big fan of the Gudingaram Suryas, I will acknowledge. I do quite like them. Now, I do think there is one other thing that I want to show y'all real quick. And I almost completely forgot about this. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it on this video, but I think I've decided to do it. I found my souvenir ashtray just yesterday. Let's go and grab my souvenir ashtray real quick. It's in this little wrap right here. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this wrap all off or get it out of the bag that I thought was a wrap. So I bought myself a little bit of a souvenir ashtray with Florianopolis on it. Just right there, we can see the island of, I believe that's the island of Santa Catarina right there. I don't know if I'm ever going to use this ashtray because the design on it looks like it would scrape off if I tried washing it. However, this is a great souvenir that I'm very happy to have, and I'm very happy with my little souvenir, I will acknowledge. Absolutely no complaints. But yeah, that's everything I've bought during my trip here so far. I've been having an amazing time. I am loving the weather. I'm loving the car culture. The cars here are so cool. Been seeing a couple different like Chinese made cars. I've been seeing lots of really cool like VWs. I saw one called the Space Fox a couple days ago. I was like, that's a badass name for a car. Been seeing lots of like Mercedes trucks, and man, it's been fantastic. I love the car culture here. It's super cool. I love the nature. I've been having an amazing time is basically what I'm trying to say, and I'm looking forward to the rest of my trip, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. If you guys have enjoyed watching today's video, of course, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to also go check out my new poetry book, Poems to Read While Smoking Cigarettes, linked in the description and comments down below, and make sure to have a great rest of y'all's day. Appreciate y'all watching today's video, and to the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one.